Okay, so if you've never done this before, it may be a little bit scary. So this quick video is just going to walk you through on how to find out how you can break your mortgage and take advantage of the super low mortgage rates that are happening right now.
Means I hope you subscribe, and I don't want any red buttons. I mean, like bad buttons like this. I want this.
So going through this with a client, I thought, okay, well, you know what? I've got a couple mortgages. Let me call my mortgage holder and just make sure that this process is as easy as I think it is. Okay, so because of the situation that we're in, a lot of times right now we are not walking into a branch to get the advice and help that we need. So you can actually just phone right into the bank system or the mortgage call center. Okay, and that's exactly what I did. So my one mortgage is with TD, and all I did was I just phoned up TD and I said, hey, I have an existing mortgage and I want to find out what my penalties are for breaking this mortgage and switching it to a lower rate mortgage. That's all I asked them. Okay, they verified my name, my account, all that information. So within 5 minutes, the person that I was talking to was easily able to tell me what my penalties were for breaking my mortgage and switching to a lower rate mortgage. They were able to tell me what my new rate would be under my current amortization, so not extending it, not doing any application, what my penalties were, what my new rate was, and she was able to tell me what my new payment would be. So within 15 minutes, I was able to make a decision. Is it worth it for me to break my current mortgage and switch over? Okay, so just because you make this call with the bank does not mean you need to switch. You can hang up with them, sit on it for a couple hours, a couple days, and then phone back and then go through that process if you decide to do it. Okay, so the reason, number one, you want to ask about the penalty is that it can be very, very pricey to break your mortgage. So the price tag that I got for my particular mortgage was just over $17,000 to break my existing mortgage, because right now that mortgage is at 3.64%, 3.64. So they have a whole way of calculating that. So you don't need to sit there on your calculator or on your own computer trying to figure that out. The banks have a way of calculating that right there on the spot for you. Okay, so they take your existing rate and they look at what the current rate is, and then they do their math and they take into account what the discount was that you got at that time. So even though the 364 is high for now, when I got it 3 years ago, that was very competitive. Okay, so then what they do is they blend that with the current rate and they say, okay, well, what rate would we give you to cover that penalty? So that penalty that 17,000 doesn't come right out of my own pocket directly. They put it in as part of my payment so that I end up paying it back to them. Okay, so even with the current low rate that everybody's getting, like less than 2%, I would not get that 2% because of that penalty amount. So at the end, when they calculated it, my new rate would be 3.26. Okay, so going down about a 0.38%, 0.38% of a difference. So that translated to be about a $15 savings per week. Okay, so that took a 15 minutes with the rep from the bank, the call center, to be able to determine that. Okay, so once you have that information, then you can make a decision. Okay, is it worth it for me to break my existing mortgage and go to this newer one? Okay, and it's that simple. Okay, like literally 15 minutes, I was able to figure out, okay, I could save $60 a month by breaking my mortgage and switching over. Okay, so